Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video over on the channel by the name of LeaIsChill. We are here for our first video on Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, and I want to just go ahead and talk about the game as a whole. It's received a lot of negative reception as of its release because of its really predatory monetization, as well as it being built on the foundations of a game of which you could literally spend like $20 during a Steam sale and have Devil May Cry 5, which is every one of these characters and more, in a much more succinct package. So it's really hard for me to justify spending money on a game like this, unless you're just going to toss in a couple of bucks just to make sure you can enjoy yourself with Devil May Cry on a daily basis. For me, I don't know if I enjoy the game all that much, but I did want to approach it to be able to understand what it's all about. So I've been playing for roughly about the last 6 days to be able to check out all of the in-game content and also check out all of what this festival is. So basically they've released this festival where if you do every single one of the available objectives, you will be able to get a free legendary character off of the final step of it. Now, unfortunately, it's like Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, where it's 630 total, and the final result to get the legendary character is also 630. So if you're not able to get like a hunter skin, if you're missing, I'm going to get rid of that. If you're missing any of these by the end of it, you won't get him at all. And so with the fact that there is going to be another couple of days worth of this celebration, I wonder if by day 11 there's going to be one that's going to be like so ridiculous that you have to spend, otherwise you don't get him. And that'll be the moment that I really understand what this game's about. But obviously, I did grab the original pack, which is just being able to get this sexy-ass Vergil right here. Oh my god. The bottom left is the touchpad to be able to move, but it's also the, opening. So this Vergil is sick as fuck. And I have never thought of Vergil in a swimsuit before in my entire goddamn life. It is so fucking funny. But obviously, I released a bunch of different characters inside this game so far, and they're organized by each one of the characters available inside the game. So they do even have a version of V confirmed for the future of the game, which they don't have right now inside. But we're just going to show off the combat, kind of talk about it, and have a good time today. There is an auto button on the top right. I'm not going to press it. Nice. But yeah, so you know how in Devil May Cry you typically would be grabbing a bunch of different weapons over the course of your playthrough? This basically turns every weapon into its own character, and they all have their own features because of it. Like some are DPSs, some are supports, such as that. It's basically Honkai Impact 3rd turned into a Devil May Cry reskin, and they even have the mechanic where sometimes enemies will have like, you have to jump at me to be able to beat me. Like, there's like an auto counter that exists where enemies will pop up red, and if you jump while they're red, you will get an automatic full counter. And the funniest part about that is that it's only at Honkai Impact 3rd. I've seen no other games do it, even Devil May Cry. Alright, I'm just gonna pop my ult. And crush! That feels so fucking cool though. I cannot even lie. Obviously, I have 3 characters right now. Lady's the gun user. One Vergil is the Miracle Edge sword user, Nomadic Lightning. And we have Beowulf, which is obviously one of my favorites. I actually don't know how to pull off a lunar phase as Beowulf. I haven't been able to find out kind of what it's all about. Charge attack, yeah, you can charge every one of its moves and stuff like that. But when I'm using Beowulf inside Devil May Cry 5, one of my favorite things is being able to use lunar phase, which is like the forward Y, to be able to get in super easily, kick them down into the ground and swap. So it's kind of sad it doesn't actually have it. But yeah, it feels like a Devil May Cry game that doesn't have faith in its player. So I call like the early Devil May Cries a game which is get good or don't. So if you were playing Devil May Cry 3, for example, we have a melee attack in time, we'll deflect it. Cool. Oh, it's actually the scissor users. Neat. Ready? I missed. But yeah, they kind of have no faith in the players. For Devil May Cry 3, it pretty much is just like, this is the first fight in the game. If you can't beat it, which is like the scissor user, you're probably not going to play much of it. This game holds your hand in every possible way, and it's very surreal to me. I've actually fought a lot of this guy in co-op. Yeah, so I got the first clash there, but I think you have to hit 3 in a row in that case. Or 2. Still only 1. I want to hit him! No! I'm just gonna distorted real impact. That's what it feels like. It has like the impact frame when he hits the ground of like the turning into DT as you use it. It's quite cool. But yeah, Beowulf has like no aerial combos, so I pretty much use Nomadic Lightning as my anti-air. Kick! Nice. The auto kick will obviously just clash off him anyway, but nice. But yeah, so that's basically what... Oh, I unlocked a new thing. Boss hunt unlock. Well, I guess it's going to hold my hand and tell me how to do this. First, find it and open it.
Select a book page.
I will select a book page. Embed all. Interesting. So I do have a couple of these runes that I've gotten throughout playing the game. Are these going to be a bunch of hyper passives similar to...
Consumption materials can improve the page's level. Here you can check the required materials can be obtained.
Sure, I get it. I know how this shit works. Select boss. I don't care about fighting Nevan right now. I am curious about this. So it's going to be like an extra passive thing that you can upgrade and get every day. So I have quite a few of these runes anyway. After you complete it, it doesn't actually change anything. And you can only have 3 different books, it looks like. They're only equipping the red ones. You do be screaming, though. It's actually kind of cool they brought back Phantom for this game, because Devil May Cry 5 didn't have any of Phantom at all. Phantom being the, like, spider enemy. Even the runes here, you can see the front of the book is literally Phantom. But alright. Oh, so this is how it works. Every boss you fight has its own individual book, which uses its own separate runes to be able to upgrade. So this is going to be a bunch of passives, actually. Upgrading that is probably going to get my characters up to 12 and above, because I've been stuck at 11, which is like the challenge level that they quote-unquote say, for quite a while. But here, we're going to hop into a bigger boss fight, and we'll see. Let's try a boss hunt. Why not? Sure, Nevan. Now, Nevan requires you to do a lot of hits to be able to break her shield. So we're going to bring this team along, and we're also going to switch this guy for this Vergil. Swap. Just upgrade him real quick, too. Honestly, I can't even lie. The fact that the legendary weapon for Vergil is called Pacifists makes me so happy. It's actually so funny. Alright, I'm just going to hit my Dokkan thing and we'll go ahead and fight against a boss fight. So Nevan has showed up a couple of times now. She's like is she the one that turns into the guitar? I actually don't fully remember. She's from Devil May Cry 4, which I didn't play a lot of. She's going to start throwing lightning soon. She actually didn't. Here, I'm just going to shoot down the rest of the shield. So that's gonna want me to dodge 3 times. Oh my god, I just realized how much HP she actually has. 100? Use a physical hunter to deal more. Yeah, okay. I'll try and use Vergil as my main DPS then, and we'll use Lady to try and break her shield. Ta-da! 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 Just gonna teleport. I think this means she's transitioning to the shield phase. We can pop her ult here. But yeah, every character has like an ultimate as well, which is super weird. This Nomadic Lightning uses DT instead, so it is like a little bit different. It's more akin to what Devil May Cry actually is. So yeah, DT actually isn't worth popping right before I swap. I can't do that. I didn't mean to get Beowulf paralyzed. Alright, let's uppercut. Slam! Not too bad. She says, how's this a lot? Okay, so she's gonna do that. I think this is AoE. Oh, jeez. She's transitioning to the middle of the stage so that she can get her shield. She actually didn't transition in the middle. Will this do a lot of hits? I actually don't know if it's just one big one. It's one big one, so it's actually useless against shields. I just gotta start dodging. I'm gonna actually, like, die ahead of time. How's this, she says, as she continues to do the same attack as always. That's the jump attack, and then Honkai Impact third auto counter. It's very interesting. I wonder how much of this game was Capcom seeing Honkai Impact third and being like, we could do that. And then just hiring NebulaJoy to do it for them. Versus like a partnership with NebulaJoy as like the main proprietor of creating the game. Seems like you're meant to die there. Obviously, you're getting as many points as possible to be able to rank for a weekly occurrence, it seems like. So I'm currently nowhere close to the top of it. But yeah, you get points off of the individual season. And I got way more runes now. These challenge missions are exactly the same. Looks like I only got 2 of them done, so it is going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to try to upgrade my characters more to see if that's going to be interesting. This is going to say like, yeah, so today's objective, or yesterday's, was to complete this right now. All right. And finally, I wanted to show off one more thing for today. I don't know if I'll put a lot of time into this game, honestly. I feel like there's a lot of really sus things going on in the background, and I've heard some really, really bad things from content creators as well. And so I don't want to really support a game where it has such a bad rap. So I'm not 100% sure what my plan is for this game and what I'm going to be doing with it in the future. But I do think it's really interesting we actually got like a full-scale Devil May Cry experience on PC, and now there's a bloody palace here, just super cool. It's basically like your super hard game mode, which is just clearing a bunch of enemies, right? But it's super fun because this is what I ideally love to do in Devil May Cry games. So this being like a weekly resource is kind of fun. It makes me very happy. So you could try it like once every day and see if you get lucky enough to get better. I think I've played Bloody Palace every day, even though the rewards have only been available once. These heartbeats are pretty annoying. I don't think I've fought them before. Nice. God, the like summer Vergil is so fucking funny. Why is there no music, by the way? I'm just gonna uppercut him. Su tongue. And boot him. Troll fire blows up. I was trying to dodge away, but I did not do it in time. The moment that it starts to, like, get bigger is when I think you're supposed to dodge. Nice. I'm just gonna put some music in the background here as well. It's super weird that the most important game mode has none of the music. That's actually cool. Jump up. I basically just want to break these guys' shields in the air. Alright, now who do I take care of first? Probably this guy. And we'll pop an ult on these guys. Destroy. The guys are back in the air, actually. Let me just take them down. I should really be taking care of the guys in the air first, I think. In Devil May Cry, typically you can summon sword right up to them, so I don't take care of the flying ones as often. But in this game, they just keep on taking your health away until eventually you just can't do anything. Rest in peace! Yeah, having a Vergil with no music while he's getting SSS is so surreal. And obviously your grade isn't actually affected by you taking any hits, because they're expecting you to get hit, which is not Devil May Cry. I wanted to dodge earlier. Kick! And it's over! Oh, why are you still alive? I thought you were done. Yeah, she did way too much to me for that. Next. Oh, I think it's boss time? I sort of rumble. No, it's not. I'm just gonna straight impact. Rest in peace. And auto counter for the jump. So yeah, it doesn't happen as often to get that auto counter, but it is still like a pretty big mechanic in this game that does not exist in any other Devil May Cry. And it is so... I don't know, I don't like it at all. I think it's like one of the worst things they have in this game. Just gotta get like a better dodge, honestly. Alright, Lady unfortunately died, so we're gonna have to be a bit more careful here. I'm just gonna pop my ult here so it kills the Zutong behind me. Switch to Nomadic, and he's dead. Oh no, I don't have the hits to be able to take down the Fallen Choir at the moment. Can I take care of the boss instead? Because I literally can't fight them as this character. Alright, instead... It only does one hit, too? Fuck, I'm gonna be so doomed. I don't know what she was doing there, but she was going in a direction that I was not ready for. Yeah, like... There's literally no way for this character to hit these guys except for this. Because there's no lunar phase. Oh my god! The thing is, I've beaten that before, but I think it's Devil Hunter now, so it's a little bit harder. That's so funny. I think the original one is human, so it is a step harder. If you fail once, this game will just do this to you. That is a consistent thing that happens all the time. And you can get over most barriers in much better ways, but it's still trying to upcharge you no matter what. It's such a weird tactic, and I don't know, I'm very sussed out by it as well. It reminds me a lot of Dark War, and that is not a compliment. Alright, go ahead and grab my stuff for the guild for today. And I have been just basically tossing all of my available pulls that I currently have directly into the main banner, but I realized and found out that apparently inside this game it's similar to Genshin Impact, where the first 90 summons you will be guaranteed one legendary character, and it's a 50-50 whether it'll be any other character or Vergil. So even if I do hit the other 45, that are available for this banner, the chances of me getting him are less than half. So obviously not expecting to get jack shit out of this, but this, I hope the pity carries over between banners, because this is really sus. And if it doesn't carry over, it's gonna make it so you want to have like, what's 1800 times 9? Let's do it up. Times 9. So you would need 16,200 of the premium currency to be able to get one guaranteed character, but it will not be guaranteed to be the character you want. Endlessly curious. But that's gonna do it for today's episode. Let me know if you guys do want to see more videos in terms of like co-op and stuff like that. I feel very weird about this, and I've seen a lot of posts about NebulaJoy being a very unreliable company. So I'll keep an eye on this game to see how it is, and on Twitter and stuff like that. But you probably won't see a lot of content on the channel about it. For now, thank you for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.